With his handles, he abuses defenders.
Warriors on D. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Kevin, Greg Popovich and I got a chance to talk for a bit. A big factor in this game, he said, is how well they do to contain the young shooter Klay Thompson, saying Thompson can really give you trouble coming off screens. We got to have all-out energy fighting to stay on his hip, and then we need to pressure on the ball handler to try and delay the pass. Kevin, both jobs are hard.
Thank you, Doris.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
It's Parker with the drive. Here's Duncan, and it's good on the assist by Parker.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
You know, that's hard to explain that way. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did. And listen, San Antonio is an older team, actually the oldest in the league last season. And because of injuries and days off, they didn't get to feel that preferred starting five a lot last year.
Here's Curry, following the basket by Tim Duncan. Curry, good.
And you can see he's got a little bounce in his step. 3 out of 4 to start.
It's Parker with the drive, and that one's good. Spurs only used their preferred lineup less than half the season, but still a strong campaign. What, 22 games played with the starting lineup with Parker, Green, Leonard, Duncan, and Splitter?
And, you know, the Spurs will go on to use 23 different starting lineups, Kevin. That would be the 5th most in the NBA.
And Green gets it to go.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by Parker.
Warriors trail by 3. It's Curry with the drive. Good. Curry's got 9.
And at 4 or 5 now, a nice start. I mean, he looks ready to make an impact offensively. So far, so good.
Inside, Aldridge. Great pass to set up the way-in.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And, Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Now here's Curry. 1:27 left here in the opening quarter. Clock at 6. Shot from 12. San Antonio with the rebound. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Here's Parker. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. And that's now 6 points for Tony Parker.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
Manu Ginobili's checked in for Daniel Green. And you think about Stephen Curry, clearly one of the greatest shooters the league has ever seen. Clark, I think you could make a case that he's the best off-the-dribble three-point shooter in league history. What do you think?
I think he's the best total shot maker shooter we've had in the league. When you look at all aspects of shooting, I don't know if anybody's ever been better.
Here's Curry after the made shot from Manu Ginobili. Parker with the steal. Pass to Aldridge. They get it again. Spurs leading by 4. Duncan with the bucket.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Yeah, the great field goal percentage to start, exactly what they were hoping for.
And the Warriors miss again. Ginobili kicks to Leonard. It's Parker top of the key. Here's Aldridge. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sail.
Here we go, San Antonio, please.
And Tim Duncan closing in on 2 decades in the league. He talked about his
The games are my solace. I enjoy.
Well, Duncan breaking down his love for the game and what keeps him and going, not just playing, but still enjoying it at his age.
Man, it's phenomenal to see because Tim Duncan doesn't usually get too introspective with us. Anybody that plays this game knows exactly what he's talking about. And at the level he's competing currently, I don't see him going anywhere anytime soon, that's for sure.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
That mid-range shot has been a weapon for them up to this point, fellas.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
The timeless Parker and Manu are the 1 and the 2. Leonard the 3 and Diaw the 4. And it's West in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who San Antonio starts the second round. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. So many great statistics are available to demonstrate just how dominant the Warriors were last season. My favorite is, G8, their point differential.
You know, to be able to beat your opponent by double digits on average is something only 8 teams have been able to do in the history of the league.
It's amazing. Golden State's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight.
The D was all over it, but they just couldn't react in time to stop that quick reverse.
The Spurs have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter.
Hey, guys, the Warriors ended the year at just over a 10-point differential per game. I mean, still that number is staggering when you think of what it takes to achieve that mark over the course of the season. Typically, championship teams are somewhere in the +6 to +8 range. 10 is off the charts.
Mills, he's checked in for the Spurs. Tries from the block, uses the glass that time, and it's good. Mills has got his first points of the game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Some changes for Golden State. Iguodala comes in for Barnes, and it's Livingston in for Curry. West with a wide open look, and the Spurs scoring again.
And you know what? That Warriors point differential was helped out a lot by their play at home. The home differential was almost +15 points per game. A lot of blowout wins. Scary thing is they set their starters in the fourth so often, they could have made those numbers even higher had they wanted.
Nobody near Leonard. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from behind the arc.
Back to Leonard, off the screen, and he lays it up and in. Leonard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
They can't guard. Yeah, it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
The Spurs making a switch here. Green's checked in. Mills with the steal. And Mills with a clear path to the hoop. And Green gets it to go.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
And good on the basket. Book it. That's 12 points for Klay Thompson.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
And you look at Andre Iguodala, maybe the premier perimeter defender in the NBA.